Hello, welcome back to my next episode. One thing that's come up is technology. That's something I'll be talking about in this episode, along with some similar parts as well. Technology is basically how you advance different parts of your nation as you go on. You have administrative, you have diplomatic, and you have military. Administrative generally deals with the types of leadership you can have, types of government you can have. A few buildings are also determined by this. In your province you can build certain buildings. Quite a few, a couple of them, you have a couple for government, which is admin. This one's coming under military. You have military again, another admin. This one is more to do with your diplomatic side of things, and fort is to do with military as well. You can also have some special buildings too. Also in administration, increases your production efficiency, which is basically a multiplier for your production income. Again, ignore that, every time you start the game it comes up like that. And also administrative efficiency is much further down the road to reduce it, make it easier and cheaper to core things. I'll ignore that though, that's later on. Diplomatic tech, this is more to do with trade and ships effectively. Certain levels you get upgrades to your ships, as you can see there. You can build client states, which we'll come to another time. Again, that's later on as well. You get new merchants. You actually don't get any more merchants, you stay the same. Yeah, new buildings again, as shown before. You get better trade efficiency, higher maintenance, higher morale of navies. You can increase your global settlers, which is for colonising, which is not something we'll be doing or covering just yet. Increase your colonial range and increase your trade range. You can actually trade within more and more trade nodes. So currently, I'm not really going to go through trade just yet, but trade nodes for us within range are these ones here. With more trade range, we'll be able to see further ones. And military tech, you get new infantry, cavalry, and artillery units. We won't get our first artillery until tech level 7. We're at 3 at the moment. You get higher flanking range, which means you can have more cavalry in your units. Higher morale, higher supply limit. So for each area, we have a supply limit here of 18, which means we can have 18,000 troops here before we start taking attrition. Here we can have 18, 17, 15, etc. And as this goes up, it means you can have more and more troops in an area before they start taking attrition, which is good. Buildings as well. Combat width, we saw that before, it increases over time. And more military tactics increases your reduces damage taken in combat, basically. Simple as that. I thought it was more than that, but no, it's as simple as that. So you also have different time penalties, and I'll show you this as soon as I get this one. We also get national ideas for this one, so I'll get this one straight away, because it says 0%, we'll come to that in a second. Okay, so now we've got that, you've got it now plus 30%, and what it means is that we're currently 3 years ahead. Every single year you are ahead of time. There's basically a set year in the back end that determines when you should be getting this tech. Kind of like when they think it should happen in real life, if it were real life. So they're saying that around about 1453 is when this should start happening, number 5 should happen. So if we try to get it now, obviously we can't, we don't have enough points, but if we try to, we're ahead of time. And because we're ahead of time, it's going to actually cost 30% more. But because we are ahead of time, or because we are actually, we've still got the tech we've got is actually further ahead, we get a production efficiency of plus 20%. So we constantly get plus 20% until it hits 0%. Here, we don't get trade efficiency. Well, it says we do. Shouldn't get that just yet because it's 0%, but still, once we get this one we should then get 20%, and military does nothing at all actually, just costs more and more and more. And the little figures here show you what you're going to get. So for the next one for us down here, plus 0.5 land morale, 0.25 military tactics, and the ability to build an armory, which increases manpower and reduces local recruitment time. Okay, so the next one we just got then, because we did just open up this one, it had the 3 little light bulbs. Light bulbs come under ideas. Now for us at the moment, as the Ottomans, we get base, we get plus 5% discipline and minus 33% core creation cost. And if we complete all of these ideas, we get plus 33% land force limit modifier. So we're allowed more troops on the land. So again, it's almost like increasing supply limit away. And each of these blocks is basically an Ottoman idea. And to fill a block, we need to fill 3 from in here, and I'll explain that in a little bit better detail. Click on there. You can choose from one of any of these you want. Okay, and each of these is filled up with multiple. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 within each. So if I took, say, aristocratic ideas and took espionage, I could have 3 from here, 2 from here, 1 from here, 1 from here, 2 from here, or 3 from here. It doesn't really matter how you fill it out, but once you reach 3, this one becomes full. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So once we get 3 finished, again taken from anywhere, 3 from 1 or 1 from 3 different ones, it doesn't really matter. We get this one. Tolerance of heretic heathens increased by 3 and accepted culture threshold minus 15%. So we can unlock this one now. We can unlock this one when we get to admin tech 7. Admin tech is the top one. 10, 14, 17, 22, 26, 29. Choose carefully because you put your points into it. It costs you 400 of your points for each one of these. These are admin ones, these are diplomatic, and these are military points. It costs you 400 for each block. And if you want to get rid of them, which you can now do in 1.9, it costs you get 10% of it back. So you can get rid of a whole idea group in one go. You only get 10% of what you put into it. So you need to be very careful about what you choose. And it kind of defines how you're going to be for the next 200, 300 years. So you kind of want to make sure you sort of go for the right ideas. But don't worry too much about it, really. For me, I generally go for a diplomatic one first because I don't really use my diplomatic points as often as I use my admin points. Because admin is used for coring, and diplomacy is I rarely use it. So I generally go for a diplomatic one first. However, very few of these are actually good for the Ottomans. Nice to get some more offence, but also some of these are very good as well. Especially, people say go for this one, minus 25% core creation cost. But for me, I'm not going to use mercenaries, so a lot of the rest of it is all built around mercenaries. It's not really that great for me, the amount of points you're going to put into it. This one's going to be quite good. Tolerance of religion, heathens, lower nationalism. It's all going to reduce unrest in the country, which is very good. And another thing is that once you have 2, if you have, say, trade and economic ideas, you can then come together and put in a policy. So when we get 2 of them, we get 2, you sort of merge them together with like a special ability, and it costs you to have them. But we'll look into that as a potential. I might just get this now. No, I think I'll wait till I get rank 4, and then we'll go from there. 5's looking quite nicely. So I need to decide what to get. I could go for military 1, but I'm not going to go just yet. People say go for religious, but I don't think I'm going to need that just yet. I'll probably get it later. Administrative again, I don't really want that. I'm not going to be doing exploration. I'm not going to be doing any colonizing. So I'm not going for world conquest. So I think I'm going to... If I go for diplomatic, if I go for admin, sorry, an administrative one, it's going to hold me back a little bit at first, but I could feed, give Syria some items, some objects here, and then I can, some provinces here, then I can use my diplomatic points to core them, or to annex them. So yeah, maybe for now, relations, reducing war exhaustion, improve relations. This is all good for like a war hungering kind of person, because as you're always at war, you increase your war exhaustion, you can improve your relations because you've got a little bit of overextension, increase your diplomatic reputation, which means you're really, really good. Province war scores goes down and diplomatic tech cost goes down. On the other hand, you've got influence ideas. Income from vassals isn't too big for me, but lower fabricate claims, lower diplomatics cost is nice. Aggressive expansion increases reduction is good, and more diplo rep again, and diplomatic relations. Yeah. Subject force limit contribution. I'm going to go for influence ideas. And by influence ideas, I mean diplomatic ideas. This is such a big decision. I always take ages over this. I do apologise, because it means it's basically going to be for the rest of the time. So I need to make sure I do it correctly. So let me have an extra ally, or an extra vassal. Justified demands is the final. When you actually get all 7 all together, you then actually able to get the final light bulb moment here. Load impact and stability from diplomatic actions, or unjustified demands goes down. I go for influence ideas. I think it's going to be better as an aggressive person. Let's go for influence ideas, just to show you anyway. So now we have that. Because we actually have 400 points saved up, I don't really need to be going to this next level just yet. There's nothing really in it for me. So we can now invest in another idea, and it's going to be plus 25% income from vassals. It will cost me 400. And as we go on with time, you can see there, plus 25% in cost purely because it's me. Increase over time, it goes up and up and up. but also ideas, because I'm behind, ahead of time. It's actually cheaper. Ideas is 2%. It gets lower by 2% for every idea that I have. So every one of these I get is 2% lower in diplomatic. If I had a military one, it'd be lower, 2% lower in military. So that's that explained. Fun, fun, fun. Here we go. We're going to declare war in a few seconds. Oh, we actually went to war straight. Oh, we did a war. Sorry, I forgot that I actually started the war off. Troops are going to land. Land. They're going to land on the 28th, I think it was. 24th of March. Serbia and Bosnia's war should be over sometime soon. I can start going to war with them. So in fact, I think what I'll do is actually start fabricating some claims over here. Oh, we should definitely be fabricating claims. Have I not been fabricating claims here? I don't think I have been. Let's fabricate some claims. Let's just go for everything. Let's go to Antioch. Minimum. And also we'll fabricate a second claim over here. Let's go for... Let's see, it was good. We want one with a high tax, because the ones that you go for, you get a reduction in the cost of them. Ooh, definitely Kosovo then, unless that's their capital. It's not Kosovo. Gold. So gold, it's got no trade value, because basically it just goes straight into your income. You have a part of your income here is we get loot from blockade and Ragusa. Lovely. Gold. So gold is actually just a straight up bit of income, and you shall see if we ever do get that. You should land soon. There we go. Some rebels here. So we can see we have. Where's the leader? Oh dear. The leader was left behind. No, it's got one siege. It will speed up a little bit if we did have him, but not going to go back and forward for that. However, yes. So he's got -2 because it's 2 fort level. 0. Is it not? Whack one here, whack one there too. Oh yeah, because it goes -2. That's it. My apologies. Be -2. So because it's at 0, it means we are actually blockading it. We have no artillery, so it will take a little bit of time for that. So whilst that's doing that a bit, and because we have just attacked infidels, this has gone up, which means that we are converting even faster. They're very shortly going to be finished with that. And my next war should definitely be against the... Oh, I'd love to be against the Mamluks. But they are quite big and powerful, so maybe not just yet. 4 heavy ships have just been created. So I'll grab them and I'll whack them to Gokali. Group them up and let's mothball them. Thereby costing us very little. However, we will have them there as required, when required. We finally managed to convert the heretics of Vidin to the one and true faith. We can now convert someone else. Let's go and convert Yanya. And as this gets higher and higher and higher, it does actually help. It lowers unrest and reduces the stability cost modifier. And stability is something that is helpful to have. When we actually can boost it, I'll show you about that. Yes, go on, Tunis. Oh, I've been taken over by Algiers. Oh, sorry, Tlemcen. Algiers doesn't exist anymore. My apologies. That changed recently. Probably going to send some troops over to help him out, I think. Oh, I can't, I'm not in his war. Never mind. Ooh, new tech. So we can get tech again. This time we're going to go for military tech. So it gives us more morale, more military tactics, and the ability to build an armory. Boom. And now we've got +30%, so it doesn't help at all there. It might be bugged. That should be ahead as well. They should all be at the same year level. Oh, we didn't go to 4, did we? My mistake. Go. We can build armories now should we wish to. Good way of spending money. It means we're going to spend it's 50 gold for the first levels and 10 of each type of military points, sorry, admin points. Monarch points, that's the word. So we can go and increase. We do have 23. Manpower increased by 25 and local recruitment time goes down. So we've got some here 25s that we increase it by. 23, 25, I've seen 27 over this side. Very nice. Let's just build a couple of those. And one thing to mention as well is the power projection here. Because we have rivals, we get more and more points for that. As we get more long-term rivals, that goes up and up and up. And we get more and more morale, we get more of armies and navies, we get more trade power, more legitimacy, etc. When we hit 25, we get an extra leader without upkeep, because at the moment we can have a maximum of 1 leader without upkeep. As you get an extra 1, if we go to 2-1 or 3-1, we get -1 or -2 points here. Same with diplomacy. If you get too many diplomatic relations, this goes down by 1 or 2 or 3. It's kind of a way just to balance things out, so you don't just go crazy and basically cheat the system. We do want to try and increase our power projection where possible. Aha, we've broken down the 3 walls. So there's 1,700 people garrisons. We could spend 5 military power to assault. However, since we can get through so quickly, I don't think it's probably worth it. I think it's quite. You do lose quite a lot of troops trying to do it, but if the walls are down, you lose a lot less. But even so, it's very costly. Should be this time. Go on. They are holding out. They are holding out. Just notice my diplomat is free, so let's go click back on the map. Let's right click if you want to go straight. If you've not got anything selected, right click and it goes to the diplomatic scene. Let's fabricate claims and go for Tarbaracus. So you can fabricate along the same sea stretch we've got, because we're here, we can go to here. Aha, excellent. We're definitely going to go toward these guys next. 100%. In fact, we can go toward them right now. You can just take you guys, attach a siege, and bring the rest of you down this way. We're then going to take you, and I'm going to click on you, and declare war, and we're going to take it for, what does it much when we go for, does it? What was the highest one? Caraman. It does, however, mean that we've just lost some of our piety, which is not great. It will do. There we go, we've won the Siege of Ragusa. Now we can do is click on him, and in 2 days, actually we'll wait for the battle to end, because then we get some points for that. Yes! Ooh, Bosnia accepted peace with Serbia, full annexation. So now Bosnia does not exist anymore, Serbia is the whole area, which means that we are going to be able to push in a little bit. Wow, Pomerania's kicking ass. Obviously not Pomerania, sorry. Austria is kicking ass. Just right click here, sue for peace, full annexation, give me balls. Yeah, because Burgundy are involved, we can't get full annexation just yet. That's what we'll do. We'll leave it for now. We'll let them do their thing. Over time it will increase, we will be able to get it. We just need to wait for Burgundy to kind of get bored. Peace out. So we land the ships, we then grab our people, we press A, because A is the quick and easy way to... A is the quick way to get everyone to jump on the ships. Let us jump forward actually. Desert mountain. That is going to be harsh. -2, -50. Hills. -1. Let's go around that instead. Let's do hills. He wants to keep running, it's fine by me. Now, nowadays, when your allies or your vassals do come in, they will take the land, but they'll take it under your name. You can transfer that to someone else if you wish. Pomerania accepted peace. Hungary will be forced to give 10%, and that's it. That's a bit of a rubbish one, isn't it? Oh, jump down, jump down. Easy better with this once my guys jump in. We've got a -2 crossing because it's landed from the sea, which is not supposed to happen, just because he happened to be there at the time of me landing them from before. Jump these guys in here. Excellent, excellent. Detach a siege, move down. Excellent, excellent. Detach a siege. Actually, we'll just split in half and move the non-general one out of the way. Okay, so over time we have a particular war score, which means over time we get more and more and more and more. Now we can get another 23 this way. Burgundy has 36,000 infantry and 12,000 cavalry, so actually have more than we do. However, we've got the ships; they cannot come and get us. But they also war with someone else, or just us. They are still at war with England and Portugal and Northern and Southern Ireland. But yes, for us it's not a concern. We're fine. We will fabricate some more claims, maybe? Possibly. We could go for Serbia. Unfortunately, it is Orthodox. Just a bit dirty. We don't like Orthodox. Ugh. We like the Muslims. That's what we are. We are Muslim. We are Sunni. Probably go for Byzantium next. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Because Byzantium have actually got a lot of income because they've got Constantinople, so we might as well take that. We'll finish this war off first. See how things go. It's going to be a little while yet before we can actually finally get this. Speed it up. Luckily, our allies doing quite well up north, Crimea, which is good. That's what we want to see him. Speedy, 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 speedy. We've got a lot of money. Let's build some buildings. We could become the Defender of the Faith. And what this means is we spend 500 gold, we gain 1 missionary, 5% morale of armies and navies, lower monthly war exhaustion, and more prestige, but also more tech costs. However, if other people of our faith get attacked, we could join in. If we don't, we do lose it. So we get the opportunity to join in should we wish to. Ah, oh, Tlemcen are really pushing. We should... We can ask them to stop in a way. We can tell them to enforce peace, that's the one. I don't think we can get these two because they don't like us enough. Yeah, so we can say to these guys, stop fighting. Okay, we need to increase our relations with Tunis first. We're going to send diplomatic and improve relations, and once we've done that, we're going to basically shout at them to stop fighting. And because we're so big and scary, they'll go, okay, 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 we're sorry, we'll stop fighting. Peasants! Oh no! That's actually quite bad. Disagreeing advisor. He's been a faithful servant so far, but now he seems to have grown too insolent. He dares to denounce our great Sultan's policies, and he recently did so in public in front of foreign ambassadors. Even if he's right, we shouldn't let that become a habit of his. So we kind of had a point. We lose 5 prestige, but got a chance of gaining 25 of one of the powers, or the commander dies. Collusion. Instead of him, we could get a fort defense, which I really don't want, so we're just going to lose 5 prestige. What we do need to do is try and take these guys out, but to land, we can have a -2 crossing penalty. That's not going to be good at all. However, that is the way of things, unfortunately. So let's detach a siege, go this way. Well, it's one thing that is quite annoying. Let's split you guys 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, 7, 8. Select with the leader. Can I vote? Good. Yeah, the leader sometimes doesn't actually go with them. It's rather annoying. So we're going to do a cross. We have to land. It means we get a -2 penalty straight away. HRE. The HRE, as I said about before, is over there. They're out of our reach. We won't really talk about them too much, but they enact reforms if they get to a certain level of power, and it gives them lots of bonuses to themselves and also the people within it. In fact, one thing I'm going to do is send these guys some money. That's a really good way of increasing relations. In fact, we'll do that when that reaches 100. One caravan. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You go in there to speed that up. It really does speed it up, but still, it does in my head. And that's what matters. Oh, another Casus Belli against Mamluks. But these guys will send them a gift. Give subsidies? No. Send gift. 50 gold. They can now use to increase. They can buy some rebel mercenaries if they wish to. A donation. We've been approached by several Inams who have asked for our financial support. Their own coffers are nearly empty, and they need more gold to aid their continued efforts in providing a spiritual guidance and charity to those in need. A laudable goal. They shall have it. Gain piety, lose money, or lose piety, lose prestige. I wonder which. We shall give them it. Give the money to them all. Splendid. I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll see you guys next time, where we'll continue our annexation of these guys, and hopefully annexation of them as well. At what point will we be able to do this? A long time from now. I think it's 5 years when we'll be able to actually do it, which is sad, but that's the way things are. And we're going to try and piece these guys out of the war so Tunis can actually go ahead and more comfortably attack. Yeah. See you guys next time. Bye bye.